Illuminate is definitely my favorite thing that I've ever done in marching band.
Every season I love to put a show together and watch the kids start from scratch.
I don't know. I think it has pushed me to want more from the things that I do with music.
Music has definitely provided a way for me to express myself.
I just love it. Oh gosh. So that was junior year. So that was my first year as battery section leader. I was snare section leader as well, and I was band publicist. Oh my gosh. That is a lot. I sometimes I think about how much I did for during my time at Century at once, and it's kind of overwhelming. I don't Anyway,
Every fall band season, Northwest high school marching bands focus on playing one show, practicing and refining it throughout the season to get it ready for championships. In 2019, Century High School of Hillsboro, Oregon played a show called Illuminate.
I like to sit down with my staff and talk about ideas that we have, and we talk about musical ideas and we talk about visual ideas. I would say Illuminate was much more of a visual idea that took seed and kind of grew over the music, but then we had a couple music things that we thought would be really fun to add to it. So I think the premise of that one was it'd be really cool to turn the lights off and turn all these props on and just be really visual.
I will admit I did not understand what Illuminate meant. They played some of the music though, and I thought it was cool, so I was like, I can hop on this train. But I mean, then once we got the props in, and we started getting the drill and all the music for it, it finally clicked, and I was really excited for it. But yeah, I did not understand what Illuminate meant at the beginning. I knew there was a glowing ball that the color guard held, and that's about it.
I just like the music overall that we were playing. I think there were a lot of parts to Illuminate that were kind of difficult. I remember that, especially from a drum line perspective. I felt like it was pretty hefty for me, and I remember that challenging us, and I like that. I like to be challenged. So I was happy that it was music that I could definitely practice on and work to get better at.
After practicing their shows for a while, bands began to compete with each other in a number of competitions throughout the region. These competitions are divided into prelims and finals. For most competitions, all the bands make it to finals, but for championships, only the top 15 make it in an event that can feature upwards of 30 bands. One of these competitions is the
We weren't competing, we were non-competitive, so we weren't under the same rule guidelines as the groups that were competing, but we still needed to make sure everybody knew what was happening, it was clear. Once we figured out that we could get permission to turn the lights off at the stadium, which involved that they had to be able to be turned off and then turned right back on. We couldn't have a dangerous scenario where everybody's in the dark. So once we figured out that that was possible, then we looked at ways that we could get everybody lit up, and there's enough technology at that time. We had to figure out how to power everything, how to remote control everything. That took quite a bit to build the props and stuff. I remember the parents had it we worked on them till 3 in the morning, a week before the first competition, just trying to get them to all work. I guess once we figured out hey, this part's gonna work, the rest just kind of happened.
I wrote my college essay on that performance. Who knows if it did me any good? I don't know how you sum up an experience like that into 4 or 5 paragraphs. But competition days, we're just at the stadium, everyone's getting ready, we're excited, and we know that we're gonna turn the lights off So everyone's like excited for the final performance. And it was also like a good show. And then we got to the closer. I like didn't really know when the lights were gonna turn off. So I was just marching backwards. I was like, okay, like, should I close my eyes so that I'm like used to it when it's dark? Because they didn't turn off immediately. They like started dimming. And people were like, is the power going out? But then like our lights come on and it was so sick. It's just like so loud, like you can't even hear each other. You can't hear each other dot. I could barely hear myself play. And then people stood up at the very, very end. It was really cool. We like ended in this like giant, like big arc, and we have these really big like wide hits. And then it's like there's always like a slight little ring after your show's done, and you couldn't really hear it because all you could hear was people cheering, and it was just, I don't know, it's just incredible. Oh my God, I'm gonna sound like a lame person. Glory days. But no, that show was awesome.
Every season I love to put a show together and watch the kids start from scratch, and then at the end have this like polished product that they're proud of. It just makes me feel like that's what a big part of this activity should be about, getting the audience in a hyped up, crazy, fun way, and showing them that we care more about that than the points, and that we just want to perform and have a good time.
And even after we got like a standing ovation, which is really fulfilling, because I feel like not everybody gets to experience that, and I'm really glad that I got to have that in a marching show. I remember like standing there at the end, being able to hear the crowd. I think from my marching band like entire experience, I think I remember that most from performing.
The standing ovation was like such a nice like feeling. Obviously, I mean, like all these people are like standing up for something that you've like just spent weeks like trying to get like perfect, and people love it. I feel like I'm like subconsciously comparing everything to that season and then that like performance at the showcase, which obviously I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to like recreate. I don't know, that standing ovation really just like put in a perspective how important moments like that can be. I think it has pushed me to like want more from the things that I do with music. I'd say the biggest thing was just it ending. I was just really sad. Because it was, I don't know, it was awesome. And then it's just over. But I mean, it's like that with every show. It was just sad. I kind of wanted that season to go on forever. Keep that in. For me personally, I like tend to prioritize music stuff before anything. Like I came to OSU to do engineering, and the only thing I was worried about was like registering for like percussion, chamber percussion, which was like a clear sign that I should probably change my major. I don't know why I go back, honestly. Because sometimes at my rehearsal, I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm like, I'm so tired. I mean, it like kept me going at one point in my life. I don't feel like I really had anything else in high school. Like that was my thing. And there were like some points in my life where it was just like really hard. I did struggle with like suicide freshman year, and being in the program like genuinely like really helped me. Like I really don't think that I would like have made it if I didn't have that, which is crazy because band is like so stressful at Century sometimes. I know, it's just like something to like fall back into, and it kept me like propped up for a really long time. So I feel like I like owe it as much attention as I can give it. It's also fun. It's time consuming for sure, but I like definitely think it's worth it. I just like love it. Love-hate relationship with it. For sure. It's like a trauma bond with it. No, I'm kidding. I just love doing it. I love music. It's really as simple as that.